Is there any way I could make a record request here? Is this the records department?
Records is upstairs.
Records is upstairs, so do I go upstairs and request the records from them?
Yeah.
How do I get there? I didn't see a stairway.
Just need it's back here. You need an ID.
An ID?
You both are going up. You need 2 IDs.
I don't have an ID.
I don't have an ID either.
We can't request records without ID? Really? Is that a policy?
Yes.
Gee, is it like
We got to get your ID. We hold your ID. We give you the badge. We take a photocopy. You go upstairs. You get the ID back, and then get the badge.
Well, I don't know if, have you been challenged on that at all?
We've been challenged.
Yeah. Has someone said, no, I absolutely need to make my records request and I don't want to give up my Fourth Amendment right to remain anonymous and I want to abide by Chapter 119-1, which allows me to make it anonymously?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a first time for everything, Montenegro.
We have officers going in and out, so we need an ID.
Well, no, sir. No. We don't have ID, first of all.
Okay.
And I don't know about you. Do you have ID? I'm speaking for him. I'm not speaking for him.
I don't have any ID.
But, yeah. That's against...
Just have a seat for me for a second, okay?
Who, me?
Okay.
Yeah. You go ahead and take care of your business, man. Again, I cannot make a records request here without giving up my Fourth Amendment right.
Without an ID, correct.
The scene opens quietly inside a government building where a simple request for public records begins to unfold. At first, everything feels routine. Then the tone shifts. Access suddenly comes with conditions. 1 ID becomes 2. Without them, the request stops. What should be a basic right turns into a barrier. The law allows anonymity, but an unwritten policy stands in the way. No signs, no official rule, just habit. The resistance is calm but firm. No shouting, no chaos, just a quiet refusal to comply. And in that moment, something becomes clear. Rights are not always taken by force. Sometimes they are slowly restricted through routine.
Do you know that's unlawful?
I didn't make the rules.
Right, but you're following them and you're enforcing them, Montenegro.
Correct.
Is there like a printed copy of the rules that we could get, or is it just something that was passed down word of mouth? Or
Yeah, it was passed down. We got this here.
Do you have a supervisor that can come and confirm that? Because,
I do.
all right, do that, because don't let them put it all on you.
Just need your ID. Yeah.
I'm on trouble about your security. I need to do a local record check on the person there. Okay. Oh, this is not records? Yeah. You can't copy this. It's federal ID.
The moment changes with a simple instruction. Sit down. It sounds harmless, but it carries weight. Beneath the calm surface, the issue deepens. Access now demands identification. Anonymity is no longer accepted. The explanation is clear, yet flawed. There is no written rule, no law to support it, only tradition passed down over time. The camera captures everything. No aggression, just questions that demand accountability. A supervisor is requested not to escalate, but to clarify. And that's where the tension lives. Not in conflict, but in silence. Because sometimes rights aren't denied loudly. They are limited quietly, hidden behind routine procedures that no one ever questions.
You and me both in jail. I'll take you make a copy of that. You can have my card.
He sent you a memo in 2010 and 2018. Read it. He's just a public service aide.
So I got called.
Oh, they snuck up on me.
How can I help you?
Just be quiet. Let me film. And let me go and get my records without an ID and surrendering my Fourth Amendment right.
Do you have a case number? And I'll go grab it for you.
No, I want to go to the records department and get public records.
Okay, public records. To go into a secure facility, we need some type of ID.
Your public records should not be secured. They should be public.
Okay, and it is public.
No, but I have to surrender my Fourth Amendment right in order to get to the public
What
records.
part of your Fourth Amendment right are you surrendering?
You want an ID from me.
Correct.
Chapter 119-1 allows me to make a public records request anonymously.
Okay. So obviously, if you're going to make the request, it's not going to be anonymous because you're here doing it.
Why is it not anonymous?
You're making the request.
Sir, do you want to ask him who?
I can give you whatever information you're looking for.
Do you
Just
know
tell
who
me
this
what you
guy
want.
is?
No, I don't.
Well, it's anonymous then.
Okay. So what?
Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Captain Awesome.
Okay. So I'll go research Captain Austin's name.
There you
Whatever I
go.
find
That'd
for
be the
records.
What started as routine now feels like resistance. A simple request turns into a debate over identity and control. An ID is demanded. Its purpose is unclear. Rules are mentioned, but none are confirmed. Old policies are referenced, yet no one takes full responsibility. Still, enforcement continues. The camera remains steady, documenting every moment. The request stays simple. Access public records without giving up a right. But the environment changes. The building becomes secure. Anonymity becomes suspicious. Logic begins to twist. Presence is used as justification. And that's where clarity fades. Because walking into a building doesn't erase your rights. It only reveals how easily they can be challenged.
No, I don't want those records. I want other records. And I want to make them with the custodian of those records. You are not the custodian.
Okay. Are you going to make the request in writing, or do you want to make it verbally?
I want to make it verbally.
Me, as an agent of the department, will meet that request. Tell me what the records are that you would like.
I want the general orders for your public service aids.
Okay. I'll be back.
And I want to, also, I'm not done. I'd like a roster of your deputies and also vehicle numbers to which they are assigned.
Okay.
Hold on, sorry, I'm not done. I didn't get a chance.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Then let me start writing.
You guys
down.
are
Okay, more
in
than.
such a hurry to help.
Mine is
Hold on.
Give me a second.
What's your name, Sergeant?
right here. I can't read.
Sergeant right here?
It's Nick's. It's only 3 letters.
Sergeant Nix. Okay.
I can't read though. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, sir.
Excuse me.
I just have one request, and that is
They tried to get him to copy his federal ID.
Tension builds, a procedure meets resistance. Every request becomes a negotiation. Names are questioned. Authority is tested. Even something as simple as a name turns into a statement. Captain Awesome isn't just a name. It's a message, a reminder of control. Documents are requested one by one. Rusters, vehicle numbers, policies. Each detail matters. Each pause carries weight. A sergeant steps in, navigating between compliance and restriction, trying to balance transparency with internal rules. The camera doesn't interrupt. It observes, capturing the quiet friction between a citizen asserting rights and a system trying to maintain order through process.
Order for service aid. You want a vehicle log.
Yes.
What else?
And all the 911 calls that you received, not the actual calls themselves, but just the CAD sheets for August 7th from 1800 to 1830.
and
Hang on.
Okay.
and I was just looking for a master list of public record requests under the post permit in the month of July of 2019.
So you want a list of other people who have requested public records for the month of July 2019?
Not the people, just what they requested.
Okay.
So, like, say in the month of July, you had 15 people that requested police reports.
So you want to know what it is they requested?
Right, because it makes it easier to do public record requests. If someone's already requested the information, it's already been redacted. Doesn't have to be a big old cost and having it redacted and researched. If someone's already requested it, they've already done that information. They've already got it ready.
Understood?
Do you guys wear body cams here at all?
They're marked.
Well, you're not.
They're marked.
Do you want them?
I'm on the fence. Either way, I could go.
Either way.
Good answer.
I'm glad you approved.
Fantastic.
My concern with it is very expensive.
Oh, is it?
It is very expensive.
Well,
It's
especially
more
when you have
expensive
a lot
to
of-
violate rights. Qualified immunity. You know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go work on this. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, next that one. Don't let them do that to you again, man. Take the heat. That's baloney. No, it's not. Your job is to uphold the Constitution. Tell them, hey, these guys make a good point. Let them in. Get their records. Stop hiding behind the door like cowards.
A lot of information. They're asking me questions I don't have the answer to. So, I would prefer, I know you don't want to give IDs to get an ID to go upstairs. Is there anything you can give them so they can give you a pass and you can go up and talk to records yourself? Doesn't
Yes.
have to be an ID. Give a piece of paper, give a nickel. I don't care.
No,
Give them something.
I can give you this. I am not a sovereign citizen.
Okay.
I am a legal, constitutionally protected activity
I get that.
guy
Do you
here.
have
Just
anything that you can give them so they can exchange and give you?
I have no ill will, no ill intent. What do you need from me? Why is it?
Because it's somebody that's going into a building, obviously, a government building.
And this is the only one in this state that I've ever run into with this problem.
Okay, perfect. Give
You did great, by the way, EMT.
There you go. That's $4 though. I don't want to get
You'll get the 4 back. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. But you gotta get it back now.
Rather than
Wow.
me relaying
You
the
just
question.
record them charging you money to go get records. Wow. Wow.
What begins as a simple request slowly reveals something deeper. Each document adds pressure. Logs, reports, past records. Not for names, but for transparency. The logic is straightforward. If the work exists, access should be easy. But it isn't. Every step feels delayed. Body cameras enter the discussion. Costs are mentioned. Responsibility shifts. The tone stays calm, but the resistance is real. One officer listens. Another hesitates. Alternatives are offered. Anything to avoid full compliance. And then it happens. Money is exchanged just to access public records. No argument. No reaction. Just a camera recording. Because sometimes the truth doesn't need words. It just needs to be seen.